Oh, hey everyone. It's been a while since I did a video, at least for this channel. I'm here in Toronto with my boyfriend. I, the original reason why I wanted to do videos was to kind of get my my thoughts out, and didn't want to write them anymore. And but sometimes I like writing them, and I didn't bring my journal to write them in. And yeah, it's difficult. I don't want to show you this place. It's a basement. It's very dark except for that window there. There's a lot of lights around in here. I'm not saying that I'm, affected by the sunlight, but or the fact that the ceilings are just like this much taller than me. Just that much room, and that we're both big guys, but it's very difficult for me. I know I need to get out. I'm about to get out to the gym, and it's a nice day out, but it's pretty late. It's almost 5 o'clock. It's about a quarter, 4:24. Um, oh, it's difficult for me. I, I, I mean, I felt pretty overwhelmed from the beginning coming here, and I know I always feel overwhelmed coming here. It's hard to know why. I mean, I know he's more of a codependent, and it affects him when I set my boundaries. But then it affects me that I feel bad that he's feeling bad, and that's not a very good relationship, It's not a good dynamic, and I don't, honestly, and I've told him this, I don't feel inspired being here. I don't even think he inspires himself. I mean, I used to live more like this, like in a basement and not take care of things, you know. And I come to realize it's because, I don't appreciate certain things. And once I came back from LA, I started to take care more of my place. I live in a condo, and it's very sunny. It's a small condo, but still. And I realized it's because I didn't like myself too much. Feel that I deserve to be in a dump. Um, so it's self-esteem issues, for me and him. And I don't know where to go from here. I prefer more being independent than being dependent. And I don't know, things got triggered yesterday at a maximum where I took a shower to kind of slowly get ready to go with him groceries shopping, and his towels that he washed put lint all over me, so I was stuck with lint and it wouldn't come off me. And he said he washed the towels, and it was an issue the last time I came here. But the towels he washed, I used it for a few days, and then I wanted to wash it again, and the towel he used wasn't even soft. It's like I feel I need to do stuff on my own, and I don't need him to do stuff, and when he does stuff, I'm not satisfied with it. And I know when I lived at home, it was exactly like that also, and I feel I'm not being able to do what I need to do. I mean, I don't eat much of his cooking. I tried initially, and I don't like his cooking, except for one thing that he made, but it wasn't enough, because he doesn't eat a lot in one sitting. Even though he's very big, I eat a lot in one sitting, and I need to be full, and I don't eat meat, and I feel kind of trapped when I can't do what I need to do. He goes to a gym that I don't like. I tolerate it, but I can't even. We're sneaking in, getting in, or I have to pay a $15 membership. So it's a lot of traps I feel I'm in. And it's nothing, that's I don't know of. Every time I go somewhere else, it's the same thing. When he comes to my place, he's 2 minutes away from everything. Is that a big issue? I don't know. When I was in LA, I mean, I was like an hour or two from everything, so I adapt. It's just being, I don't feel that I'm able or free to adapt, and it's just going to cause problems all the time. You know, even something as simple as he wants me to watch this TV show that he's into, and he wants me to get into it, but when I keep trying to rewatch it, he's like, "You saw this already. You saw this already." Well, I don't recall it. I don't recall the details, and I don't get into it. You know, I need to get into it when I get into it, and it's like I feel I'm not being allowed to do that. So this is kind of just a rant. It's happening in the moment. I'm about to leave. Laundry. I mean, when I was in LA, it was like I was always afraid of getting a skin rash from all the detergent being used in the fabric softener. And then when I came back home, I started doing it and I liked it. And now when I come back here, it's like, I think it's just being able to do what I want to do, not be, and he's very stubborn, but he's more stubborn in a passive aggressive way. He talks about how, we're going to make it and all these positive things, but when it comes out to doing it, he passive aggressively doesn't do it. Even something as simple as putting something away when he uses it, and it's his place, I'm kind of the same way at my place, but working on doing it and realizing the more I'm in a better mood, the more I value myself, the more I value everything around me. And I feel, when I first came here, it feels like how I was a couple of years ago, and I don't want to go back there. And so, I don't know. So, I realize I can't move here right now because there's nothing happening, and living with him, not going to happen because we can't really live together. On my part, I mean, I need to do stuff. I need to be around people who do stuff, not just have their 9 to 5 and complain about their 9 to 5 and then don't get going on what their passion is. That doesn't work for me. Doesn't mean I don't love the guy. The sex, I mean, we're not having sex. He brought it up yesterday, and I mean, I'm not. It's not that I don't find him attractive. I do. But it's kind of like because we're so close together, and because it's whole. I'm tired from not being as disciplined as I should be because I'm here. It's like I'm fighting a losing battle, and I know part of it's with myself, but part of it's with him. Because he's not one to bring me up, although he wants to. He's not setting the example, and I see that. It's kind of obvious. He talks the talk, but he doesn't really walk the walk. But someone else who would walk the walk wouldn't really need to be around me. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. I don't have an answer to this. I know I'm going back home on Sunday. I don't feel anything in terms of openings, inspirations. A few inspirations in terms of what I want to do for my career, in terms of setting it up online through Meetup. I gotten some new inspiration with that. He had inspired me, my boyfriend that is, had inspired me regarding another avenue, but I'm not going to pursue it because I'm going to pursue more the meetup part. If he brings it up and he's got the inspiration, that's fine. If he doesn't, I'm not going to do it right now because I already have one thing that's already set up. I've had my meetup page for a year, and I've been putting some into it past couple of weeks, though it's not making a revenue right now. So of course that's an issue since I don't have a good revenue coming in. Not many clients home in Montreal. That's that. So I don't know what to make of it. I decided to just talk about it then to write it down, because I have problems discussing things. That I can't be me. There's a few setbacks, although he tries, but he's trying too hard. It's like, just let me be me, do what you do, and inspire me. You know, I like to be inspired. I don't like to be told stuff. He brought me to his sister's yesterday in a traffic jam just because he wanted me to meet his sister. I met her. You know what I mean? I think better things could have been spent with our time. You know what I mean? To travel for a long period of time in a you know. I don't know. I know ultimately I gotta do this shit myself. He doesn't want me to be so independent, but you have to take care of your own shit, you know, and he has to take care of his own shit. Which I won't go into because it's his life ultimately, you know. He needs to do stuff because he wants to do stuff, not because I'm there influencing him. And then it goes away, you know. And that's another part of what's bugging me, is that he can't influence himself because he doesn't feel that good about himself. He feels he needs to help others. Reply to everyone's text and call all the time at the detriment of his own life. I can't help that. So that is that. I hope to put some more videos up. I go when I am. I'd like to be able to do it when the feeling occurs, because it makes it a lot better. So I will talk to you guys another time, or you one guy, or one person who is a subscriber next time.